I think the contested case hearing as it was proposed attached to the current law is a game stopper as far as we're concerned. That essentially says you can contest something before a decision's been made. Well, what are you contesting? Let's get a decision on the table, and if there's a part of that decision that doesn't make sense, then that's what you contest. And for people to say that the contested case takes away, or the removal of that contested case takes away people's inputs, that's not true at all. Initially, a contested case is not like a legislative hearing. It's like a mini trial. People are sworn in, they're given testimony, they're under oath, they're cross-examined. The public's not involved in that. That's going to be lawyers from NGOs and lawyers from our sides, and it's going to be the departments of the states that are going to be involved. There's been various polls that have gone out there, and it's shown that people are going to support it. I think what has happened is a lot of mistruths or scaremongering has gone on that has said it's attacking the environment. And once again, we're saying it's a process that we're looking for now, not the permit. The permit evaluates whether it's environmentally sound or not. And that's essentially what we're coming down to today, is get that process in order so that it gives us the opportunity. It puts timelines into place. It has a tailgate, if you would. People aren't going to invest anywhere if there's no light at the end of the tunnel, if it just keeps going. And that's just money that keeps getting thrown in and thrown in and thrown in. You heard Exxon was up here for probably 30 years on the Crandon project. $70 million they spent, and there was never any end to it. There was never a decision made. And all we're saying is make a decision. And that's what this process in this bill is. Current law is cumbersome and onerous. It has no timelines. It has no definitive close to it. There is no decisions made. I mean, it can be passed on and passed on and passed on. And what we're asking for, again, is make a decision. Be it yes, be it no. But let the scientific merits of the project speak for itself. Let the information and the data that we accumulate and gather, let that make the decision whether it is harmful to the environment. There's going to be impacts any way you do it. You walk through the woods, you're going to crush a flower, you're going to crush some grass. That's going to be an impact. And what we're saying is we want to minimize those and do it in an environmentally sound fashion, and that's what the studies and the tests will show. And if they don't, then we don't get a permit. We're over $3 million. Yeah, so it's a big chunk of change. And we've got another 20 or 30 out in front of us in the studies that have to be performed. It's a sulfide deposit, so it's a copper sulfide, so it's Cu2S, and we're looking at an iron oxide, which is a much more benign process. The rocks just don't have the potential or the possibility of being as harmful as it could there. They'd also need a chemical extraction process. We're looking at magnetic, so we're looking at a mechanical separation versus a chemical separation. So are there similarities? If there's similarities, it's because they're both mines. Okay. If there's dissimilarities, it's going to be in the processing, and the deep shaft mines had to go right through the same rock that we're going to be mining. So all the stuff that came out of that shaft that didn't make it on the boat, that are sitting up there in Hurley in the piles, are the same stuff we're mining. And they've been sitting there for hundreds of years and hasn't been any damage. There were no reclamation laws, there were no reclamation plans, and that's something that we will have to have. Well, we said it was probably likely that we'd be out looking somewhere else. That's right.